What's up, guys, and welcome back to 8 Count. So, fights are finally over, and Tommy Fury has won a split decision win. The scorecard was 75-74 to Jake Paul, 70-60-73 to Tommy Fury, 70-60-73 to Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury has won the fight by a split decision. Now, what do I think of the fight? So, let's break it down. From round one, Fury came out really fast. I think it was a bit scrappy in the beginning. You saw the referee. To be fair, yeah, the referee was really shit. Okay, the referee was holding on. I mean, they were both holding on. The referee was trying to break it up. But I feel there was a lot of nervous energy. A lot of nerves were playing because there's a lot of stake, obviously, with the whole sort of. It's been 2 years this back and forth. But the first round, I feel like Jake Paul, to be fair, looked quite slow. He didn't use his legs as much. And the first round, and like Tommy Fury landed a right hand in the first 10 seconds, if you just before the referee broke up, and then he was just using that jab. And it always felt like Jake Paul was trying to throw the overhand right, but Tommy Fury just had him in bay with the right hand. And then round two, sort of the same thing happened. There were moments in between where Jake Paul was getting a stiff jab across, but it wasn't as much as devastating as we had seen him with such as like Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley, and it felt like Tommy Fury, it was in control. He never looked like he was in trouble. And then round three, I believe, or round four, there was the point of deduction of Jake Paul. To be fair, by round four, I realised that there was no chance that Jake Paul can win this fight on points, and he has to knock him out. And obviously, the referee was playing a big part because the referee wasn't allowing them to hold. But I felt like they maybe the inexperience and the sort of the way they were just not letting them, not the referee wasn't letting them like break out the fight properly. But that was my opinion, to be fair. I wasn't really happy with the referee. Obviously, I think the next round, round five, round seven, um, Tommy gets a point deducted as well. So right now it's a bit weird now because they're balanced now, even though Tommy still has the fighting control. Like, he was winning, but right now, because of the point deductions, I felt like it made the fight look closer than it should be. And then obviously, I feel like it was a slip. But when I'm watching it back, I think that like a solid jab landed from Jake Paul, and I think that's the only punch he really has. He's got a stiff jab, which sort of dropped sort of Tommy Fury, but nothing. It didn't really hurt him. He came back in the same round. But I mean, look, you have to realize it's not a world champion fight. We're not looking to see like world class sort of professional sort of like skilled fighters such as like we saw Paddy Jack versus Maccabi. It's not like that sort of fight. There's still novices, especially Jake Paul. Is like this is the 6 or 7 fight. I think this like they're all under 10 fights here. So there's a lot of learning to do now. Where it goes next, I feel like I've seen the post fight interview. Tommy Fury was really overwhelmed with emotion, obviously because he's left his child, Molly May, and all the back and forth antics. Plus, it's been on his head. He got stopped he couldn't go to America. He gets stopped in the street everywhere, and everyone thought like he's gonna lose the fight. But then, on the other hand, when we saw Jake Paul's interview, I feel like he took it well. He said he's gonna learn from his losses, and obviously he said he's been ill twice, and he's got a hand injury. But overall, he said I lost to the better man. Now, does this match warrant a rematch? Jake Paul has the rematch clause in the contract, and if he wants, and it looks like he will, go for a rematch. I personally think it's no point going for a rematch. The reason is that I feel like 9 times out of 10, Tommy Fury is gonna beat him because he's a boxer. Okay, the only way Tommy Fury loses the fight if Tommy Fury stops boxing for 3-4 years and Jake Paul continues to box, and box. Okay, I feel like now Tommy Fury, what he should do is go on the British route, get a British title, and start moving out the sort of YouTube league of things. It's nice, he made his money, but try cement his legacy like his dad Tyson Fury. So his brother Tyson Fury, and really establish himself as a proper boxer. He's still young, he's quite novice, just gain the experience as much as he can. In regards of Jake Paul, take a break, mate. Probably KSI. I saw KSI's videos coming out. It just came out right now saying that both are trash. But for him, I feel like the next money fight could be KSI. Don't get it twisted. Jake Paul, he's proved like he is a boxer. He can box. He can hold a punch, which I was really surprised that he can hold a punch. He was really off with overhand right. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts. I predicted that Tommy Fury is going to win within 4 rounds. He did win, but not within 4 rounds. But yeah, let me know, guys, how you guys think the fight went, and if you had the scores any different, or does it warrant a rematch. Thank you guys for listening.